Let's get started with our warm up. Arms coming up and down, getting that full range of motion in. As always, we have our strength, cardio, and core circuits. There's Jonathan. Everyone's showing up late today. What's going on? We'll go ahead and start swinging it left to right, getting that little step in. Maybe you're getting some neck rolls in. Really squeeze those shoulder blades back. Ooh, I'm still sore from yesterday's class. And then we're going to go ahead and stop our legs outside of those hips. Let's bend it over. Stretch out those hamstrings. Keep those legs nice and straight. Try and touch your toes or the floor. And then we will go ahead, bring it down into a nice deep squat, hands up. Push those knees out with those elbows. Open up those hips. And then let's bring our arms overhead. Stand it on up to repeat. Bend it over. Try and touch the floor. Keep those legs nice and straight. Feel that pull back of your legs. And then we will bring it down. Nice deep squat. Hands up. Push the knees out. And we will go ahead. Bring our arms overhead. Stand it on up one more time. Touch the floor. Really stretch out those hamstrings. And then let's bring it down nice and low one last time. Hands up. This time we're going to twist that right arm straight into the air. Shoulders stacked on top. And then let's bring it on down. Switch sides. Left arm up. Twist it to the left. And then we'll bring it on down. Push the knees out one last time. Arms overhead. Let's stand it up. Then we'll place our hands on the ground. Step it back to that high plank. Lower those hips to the floor. Stretch out your core. And then let's raise it on up. Right foot forward into that hip flexor. Pulse it out. And then we will switch sides. Left leg leading. Bring it back into that high plank. Lower the hips down. And then raise it on up. Right foot forward. And then the left. Just have one more of those. Let's bring it back to that high plank. Lower those hips down. Really stretch it out. And then bring those hips up. Right foot first. And then switch sides. Left side. Bring it on back. And let's stand on up. That is our warm up. So we will go ahead and get started with our strength circuit. As always, we have body weight strength, but if you have a dumbbell, you can always use it for one of these moves. We are going to start on the floor in a high plank position. You're going to start hands and toes. You're going to step out your hands and feet to come into a wide plank position. Bring it down into that push-up, and then you're going to come back into that high plank, and then you're going to do a tricep push-up, and then you'll step it back out. So when you are wide, so are your feet, and those elbows should be at that 45-degree angle, not out to the side, 45. And then when you come in, the elbow should be coming in towards your side. That way, that makes it tricep dominant. Then our second exercise, our legs outside of our hips. We're going to bring it down into a side lunge, come up onto the toes, and then bring it over. So our gliding side lunges into a calf raise. This is one of those moves where you can hold onto one dumbbell or two if you have it. And then our third exercise, we are going to be back into that high plank position. We're going to jump an upside down V. You're going to do it 2 times. And on that second time, you're going to bend those arms to come into that pike push-up. So starting in that high plank, you have 1, 2, bend the arms, back out. 1, 2, bend the arms. But first, we're going to go ahead and get started with our wide push-up to our tricep push-up. So we are starting high plank, step out the legs and hand, bring it down, and then bring it in. And then when you come down into that tricep push-up, elbow should be right next to your side. We have 3 rounds, 1 set per exercise. Our first round will be 30 seconds of work and 15 seconds of rest. So go ahead, bring it to the floor, hands and toes, knees up, in 3, 2, 1. Step it out wide, bring it down into a push-up, and then bring it in, elbows by your side, tricep push-up. If you need to, you can always modify it by being on your knees and stepping out the hands and knees wide, and then stepping in the hands and knees together, still into that tricep push-up. We got 10 seconds, and then we're standing up for our lunges. 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and rest. Stand it on up. If you have a dumbbell, feel free to grab it. Feet outside of the hips. We're going to drop it down to that right side, then lift the heel in 3, 2, 1. Drop it down, lift the heel, stay low, and just glide over to that other side. So one leg should always be bent, one leg extended. Whichever leg is bent, that's the heel that you're lifting up on. Keep that back nice and straight. Shoulder blades back. We got 10 seconds, and then we're back into a high plank position. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead, bring it to the floor. 2 pike planks. So you're jumping up. 1, 2, bend the arms. We got 5 seconds till we start. In 3, 2, 1, jump the feet in. 1, 2, bend those arms, stopping right before your forehead touches the ground. Then come back to that starting high plank position. 1, 2, bend those arms. Only have 10 more seconds. 1, 2, bend the arms. 3, 2, 1. We are resting. Round 2 is 1 set, 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest, starting with our wide to tricep push-ups. In 3, 2, 1. Step it out wide. Bring it down, and then step it back in close. Tricep push-up. If you need to, you can modify it to your knees, stepping out hand and knee, and then bringing it back in, still keeping elbows right by your side for those tricep push-ups. We got just over 10 seconds. Keep it up. 1 last rep. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. Stand it on up. Grab that weight. If you have one, it can either be 1 or 2. If you have 2, just rack them on your shoulders. If you have 1, you can just place it in front of your chest. Feet outside of the hips. We're dropping it down to the right in 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Heel up. Glide it over. Heel up. Try and keep that butt nice and low. Keep those toes pointed forward. "20 seconds. We are halfway through the set. Then we're going to bring it to the floor for those pike push-ups. 10 seconds. Stay low. Don't extend it up yet. We got 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. And then bring it to the floor. Whew. 2 pike planks. So you're jumping it in. 1, 2 on that second time. Bend those arms. We are starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jump the feet in twice, then bend the arms. 1, 2. Butt should be in the air, legs nice and straight so that you're in that upside down V. We have 20 seconds. We are halfway there. And then we only have 1 round after this. 10 seconds. Keep it moving. 3, 2, and let's rest. Whew, shake out the shoulders. And we have one last round, 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest, starting with our wide push-ups. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees are up. Step it out wide. Bring it down. Lead with the chest, not the forehead. Bring the hands and feet in. Come down into that push-up, keeping those elbows by your side. If you need to modify it down onto your knees, stepping out the knees and hands wide, then bringing it in, elbows to your side. That's what's going to work those triceps. We have just over 10 seconds. Last rep, come on. 1, go ahead and rest. Whew, stand it on up. It is time for our lateral lunges. Outside of the hips, toes forward, dropping it down to the right in 3, 2, 1. Bring it down, up onto the toes, glide it over. Stay low. Do not stand up yet until our 45 seconds are done. Keep that back nice and straight. Shoulder blades back. You guys are doing great. We're already more than halfway through. This is our final set of these. 15 more seconds. And then we're down on the floor for our 2 pike planks, to our pike push-up. In 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. And then bring it to the floor. 2 pike planks, upside down V's. And then we're going to bend those arms on that second one. In 3, 2, 1. Jump the feet in. Second time, bend those arms, stopping right before your forehead touches the ground. This is it, our last strength set before our nice long 60-second break. Keep it moving. Don't worry, my shoulders are burning just the same as yours. Only 10 more seconds. In 3, 2, 1. Let's rest. Whew. Grab some water, towel off, and then we are going to work our way into our cardio circuit. 3 exercises, starting with our alternating surfers. So you are going to start in a sumo position, feet outside of the hips, toes pointed at that 45-degree angles, arms out to your side. You're going to drop it down into that sumo squat, jump up, twist it forward, and then come back down into that sumo squat. So always landing feet at that 45 outside of the hips and dropping it down into that squat. Second exercise, we have an inchworm to 4 wide mountain climbers. So you're standing, inchworm it out to that high plank. Feet are coming to the outside of the elbows, 2 on each side, and then bring it back in. Outside of the elbows twice for a total of 4 climbers. And then, of course, I missed all last week, so we have to have a burpee. We are doing side-to-side jump squat burpees, starting in the center. Jump it to the side, land in that squat. Bring it back center. That's when you come down to that burpee. And then you're going to jump it to the left, land in that squat, come back center. That's when the burpee happens. So 3 different sections: side jump squat, burpee, side jump squat. So every time you land in the middle, That's when you drop down, chest to the floor for that burpee. But first we are going to start with our alternating surfers. So bring those legs outside of the hips, toes, 45. We're gonna come down to that squat, arms out, jump, twist halfway, and then full twist 180. That's when you bring it down to that squat. We are gonna get started in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's drop it down, up, twist, 180. Making sure you are always landing with those feet outside the hips. If you need to, low impact, come down, step it forward, and then step it back to that 180 twist. We have 10 seconds. 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. Bring it to the edge of your workspace. We are inchworming it out to 4 wide climbers, 2 on each side. Hands are coming down in 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Walk it out. Bring those feet outside of the elbow for a total of 4 times. Then walk the hands back in. We got just over 10 seconds. If you need to, you can slow those climbers down into taps for that low impact version. Go ahead and rest, and let's stand it on up. Come back center. We're going to jump to the right and land in that squat in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jump to the right, land in that squat. Bring it back center, down on the floor, chest down, then jump it to the left. Again, if you have wrist issues, just make that fist with that burpee to keep those wrists nice and neutral. Yeah, 5 seconds. 2, 1. Let's rest. Whew, we are back. Surfers, sumo position. Outside of the hips, 45-degree angle in 3, 2, 1. Bring it down, bring it center, then 180 twist. Keep that back nice and straight. Again, if you need that low impact, you're just gonna step it back, look forward, then step it back out, 180 sumo squat, then step it back, step it out. We got just under 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's rest. Whew, my legs are burning. We are inchworming it out. 4 wide climbers, edge of your workspace. Hands are coming down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down, walk it out. Feet coming outside of those elbows, then walk it back in. If you need to, low impact, you're still gonna inch it out, but you're gonna slowly tap the feet rather than doing it very quickly. We are halfway. Keep it moving. Only 7 seconds remaining. 2, 1. Let's stand it on up. Burpee time. Whew. Jumping it to the right. Land in that squat. Bring it center. Chest to the floor for that burpee. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jump it to the right, land in the squat, bring it back center, chest to the floor. And if you need that wrist modification, you're making a fist as you come down into the burpee. rather than having your palm on the floor. Halfway, just 20 more seconds. Keep those elbows tucked by your side, just like in that tricep push-up. We got 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's rest. Whew. Our last round already. Whew. Grab that quick sip. And then bring it into a sumo position. 45-degree angle in 3, 2, 1. We're down. Jump it halfway, and then 180. Again, if you need to modify it with that low impact by stepping out the squat and stepping it forward, stepping it back out, just make sure those toes stay 45-degree angles and that they're outside of the hips. We got 20 seconds. Last time we're doing this movement today. Come on. 10 seconds. Keep the feet moving. Almost there. 3 more. 2, and rest. Whew. Inchworm to 4 wide climbers in 7 seconds. Hands are coming down. 3, 2, 1. Hands down. Walk it out. Bring the feet outside of those elbows and then bring it back in. Again, low impact, still inchworming out, but you're just tapping the toes outside of the elbows. Still doing 4 total, 2 on each side. We got 15 seconds remaining. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are standing up and getting ready for our side to side jump squat burpees. Whew. Jumping it to the right in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jump it over, land in that squat. Don't let the knees cave in. Push them out. Come back center. Hands or fists down into that burpee. Then jump it to the left. This is it. Our last set. And then 60 seconds to catch your breath. You're almost there. 10 seconds. Can you speed it up just a little bit faster? Get that 1 extra rep in. In 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. Whew. And grab some water. We are coming into core. Whew. If you have a dumbbell or a set, this is a good time to grab them if you want that extra resistance. Whew. First, we have a bent bicycle. So you're starting with our legs bent, feet in the air, hands by your head. As you bring your elbow to that opposite knee, that other leg is going to drop down just so that the toe can tap. A bent bicycle. Second exercise. This is where, if you have dumbbells, feel free to grab them. We are going to do a side plank rotation to a cross body plank. So in that high plank, bringing that hand up, twisting it to the right, nice T. You're coming down, that same leg is coming to that opposite elbow. And then you're switching sides, left arm up, left knee, right elbow. If you don't have a dumbbell, it'll be the same thing. Just bring that right arm up, right knee, left elbow, and then switch sides. Then our last exercise is a balancing core. So make sure you move nice and slow, quality over quantity. You're gonna start with your legs bent, feet in the air, and your hands palms up. You're gonna sit all the way up, keeping that chin off the chest, back comes completely off the ground, balancing in this V formation. You're gonna extend the legs out, bring it back in, then slowly lay back down. So back coming off the ground. Find your balance first, extend the legs out, bring it in, and then lay down. Or if you have a dumbbell, you can hold it over your chest as you sit up. Make sure you have that balance, extend it out, bring it in, and then back down. But first, we're gonna start with our bent bicycle. So, legs bent, feet in the air, elbows coming to the opposite knee, other toe is dropping to the floor. Making sure you pull your belly button into the spine, lower back nice and flat. We are getting started. Whew. One set, 30 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest in 3, 2, 1. Let's start. Elbows opposite knee, and then that other toe is dropping down. Keep that lower back nice and flat the entire time. Already halfway there, and then we're gonna turn it over for our side plank rotations in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's turn it over. If you have a pair of dumbbells, feel free to grab them. If you don't, hands and toes are just fine. We're gonna start with that right arm twisting to the right in 3, 2, 1. Twist that right arm up, bring it down, right knee, left elbow, left arm's coming up, bring it down, left knee, right elbow. When you twist up, shoulders should be stacked on top of each other. We just have 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. We are turning it over onto our backs, legs bent. You can grab a dumbbell if you want to, otherwise your palms are facing up. We're gonna sit up, backs off the ground in 3, 2, 1. Bring your back completely off. Keep those feet hovering. Extend the legs out. Bring them in. Lay back down. If you have a dumbbell, you're holding it extended over your chest. Make sure that chin stays off your chest. Do not use your momentum. Engage your core. You just have 5 more seconds. 2, 1. Let's rest. Whew, we can lay back down, bent bicycle, so our feet are still in the air. Our hands are by our head now. Elbow to that opposite knee in 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Tap that opposite foot down. Making sure that lower back is pressed to the floor. That is what's going to engage your core. We got 15 seconds. And then we're turning over into our side planks. 3, 2, 1. Let's turn it over. Whew. Hands and toes, or you can be holding on to your dumbbells if you have them. Right hand is coming up, and then that right knee to that left elbow in 4, 3, 2, 1. Right arm coming up. Bring it down. Right knee, left elbow. Left arm up now. Left knee, right elbow. Keep that back nice and straight. Shoulders directly over those hands. Making sure if you're using a dumbbell that you do not over rotate into that side plank. 3, 2, 1. Let's turn it back over. Onto our backs, legs bent, feet in the air. We're keeping them off the ground the entire time as we sit up, backs off the ground in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit it on up. Once you have that balance, extend the legs, bring it back down. Again, keep that chin off your chest. If you need to, you can always modify it by keeping your feet on the ground, doing a regular sit-up, and then placing those hands behind your back to support you in that V out. 3, 2, 1. We are resting. This is it, you guys. Final round. Bent bicycle. Feet in the air, legs bent, hands by our head, elbow to the opposite knee. In 3, 2, 1. Let's start. This is it. 1 set each exercise, and then we are done. Less than 3 minutes of this workout left. More than halfway. Come on. Make sure you pull that belly button into that spine. Nice pelvic tilt. 7 seconds. And then we are done with this exercise in 2, 1. Let's rest. Turn it over. High plank position. Starting with our right hand into this side plank. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Twist it up. Bring it down. Right knee, left elbow. Left hand up. Left knee, right elbow. Keeping those hands directly underneath your shoulders. And when you come up into that side plank rotation, shoulders stacked on top of each other. Already more than halfway. We just have 1 final exercise after this. 2, 1. Let's rest and turn it over. Final 45-second set. Legs bent, feet hovering, palms up, or you have a dumbbell over your chest in 3, 2, 1. Sit it up. Extend the legs out. Bring it in. Or modify, drop the feet down. Do a normal sit-up. Hands behind you to support you in that V in and out. Keep that chin off your chest. Really engage your core into that sit-up. Do not use your momentum. We got 10 seconds. Final last seconds. Get 1 more rep in. 3, 2, 1. We are done. My core is hurting. I think everything's hurting. We are getting into a nice little cool down. So go ahead and grab some water and then go ahead and meet me standing.
Oh, that was mean today.
I hope not too mean.
It was mean.
We will go ahead, start standing, and come into this forward fold to stretch out our hamstrings. If you cannot touch the floor, it is okay to bend your knees so that you can touch them. We will also bring our hands behind our back, interlock them, and raise them up to stretch out our shoulders. Whew. 3, 2, 1. Bring the hands back down to the floor. And we are going to step that right foot back, coming into this runner's lunge, stretching out that right hip flexor. Keeping that right hand on the ground, let's bring that left hand to the sky, twisting it to the left. And then we will go ahead, bring that left hand back down. Let's step that right foot forward, and let's step the left leg back into runner's lunge on the left leg. Keeping that left hand down, let's twist it to the right. Go ahead, bring the right hand back down. Step that left foot forward into this forward fold. We're gonna go ahead, take a nice big inhale and reach for the sky in 3, 2, 1. Inhale it on up. Interlock those fingers and get a little bit of that back bend in.
Mike, what part did you think was the hard part?
Yes,
Bring it back center.
all of it.
We're gonna bring our hands down to our chest and press them out to round out the back.
Okay.
You guys thought it was hard. I still wasn't able to use my shoulders from yesterday's class, so I had to do that without properly use of shoulders.
Bring our hands back up, left arm down, bend it over to the left. It's my final class before Christmas. I had to finish strong for you guys.
Yeah. Well, some of us are going to be eating a lot of Chinese food on Friday, so I guess we,
We'll exhale it and lean it to the right. And then let's go ahead, inhale it up. And then exhale both those arms down. We are done. That is all I have for class today. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. If I don't see you, I won't see you. This is my last class. Have a good Christmas. I'll see you guys next week.
Have a great Christmas, Paulina. Enjoy it.
Bye. Have a good one. Bye, Gina.
Hey guys.